We usually don't feel anything negative here, but it seems like it had amped up. He grabbed the kid by the back of the hair and he just started jabbing him in the skull. They did not live a good life in this dungeon, so they're not going to be happy campers. If you were evil when you were alive, you're going to carry that on.
I thought I just saw something up there.
On the top?
Yeah, it was in front of the door.
I just heard another voice. Literally, as I asked that, I just heard another voice. That's what I heard. That's what I heard earlier. That's exactly what I heard. What the hell was that? That just sounded like a scream. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're at the Old Cambria County Jail.
Guys, we've been wanting to come here since we saw it on Destination Fear a while back. This place is absolutely terrifying and it goes on forever.
It's a castle-looking building. It looks very spooky from the outside. We've been inside quickly to take some pictures. I'm terrified to get in here in the dark, especially since we're doing solos.
Yeah, guys, we're about to take you on a history tour so we can learn a little bit more about the Cambria County Jail, and then you're going on your solo first, and we're going to explore this massive jail. It has some crazy stories, and I can't wait for you guys to hear them.
Let's get in there, let's do this history tour, and see what the Cambria County Jail has tonight.
So, guys, really quick before we get into the history tour, we want to talk to you about this video's sponsor, Calm. Calm is the #1 app for sleep and meditation, giving you the power to calm your mind and change your life. There's a lot happening these days. Things can feel especially hopeless or stressful when they're outside of your control, but Calm can help you restore your peace of mind and get yourself grounded in the midst of all the chaos.
Have you had difficulty focusing lately? Things like work challenges, school commitments, or just personal drama can wreak havoc on your ability to stay focused and productive. If this sounds like you, the Calm app can definitely help. Everyone faces unique challenges in their daily lives, and mental health isn't a cookie-cutter approach.
Calm offers a wide range of content to navigate through life's ups and downs, including programs like meditations to help you work through anxiety and stress, boost your focus, build healthier habits, and take better care of your physical well-being, sleep stories, sleep meditations, and calming music that will help you drift off to restful sleep quickly and naturally.
They also offer grounding exercises if you're feeling overwhelmed. These short guided sessions use sensation, movement, and breath work to help you relax and reset. Expert-led talks to help you handle grief, improve self-esteem, care for relationships, and more. Calm puts the tools you need right in your pocket and can help you dedicate just a few minutes each day to live a happier, healthier life.
For our viewers, Calm is offering an exclusive offer that is 40% off their premium subscription at calm.com/haunted nights. That's CALM.com/haunted nights for 40% off their premium subscription of their entire catalog. Now let's get back into the history tour.
Hi, I'm Diane. I am a member of the Lurking Spirits Paranormal team. We were lucky enough to team up with Dave Davis, who owns this magnificent building. We call it the Old Stone Jail. It's located here in Evansburg, PA. This building was started in 1870. The first sandstone was from Revlock, PA, which is not too far from here. And it was actually completed in 1872. That's when the walls, the inmates, everything was all completed. Before this building was here, there was a fort. Now, when the time of the war was going on, which was like 2 decades prior to that, they had the fort here that harbored themselves, of course, from the war and the battle. And this building was actually erected from that fort up. And there is a dungeon in this building. And from what we were told through doing some history and research, some part of the fort or some part under this building, there are tunnels that go and lead to the Cambria County Courthouse. So we haven't discovered those yet, but they are here in the building. Now these 2 rooms that we're in now, these were the warden's rooms. So when they came through that big black gate out front there, they would bring them in. They would be processed or brought in out through the black gate. They would come in here and then they would be processed in these 2 rooms, and then they would be taken out to the stone jail part where all the big cells are. And if you follow me, I can take you out there. This is the gallows.
Okay.
So they used to have the scaffolds and everything over here, and they would hang their people out there. The last hanging was in 1909. It was 2 people. It was John Fallows and Jacob Hauser. So it was a double hanging. Now for us, right now, we pay for tickets for go to a ball game, go to a concert, go to a movie. Their entertainment was you buy a ticket, you get to see a good old-fashioned hanging. There was 11 hangings all total. 9 of them was at the gallows. The other 2, we think somewhere in the jail. That was never disclosed where those were. Now, if you look up there, that was like a guard's like the warden and that lived up on that top floor. When we were in the office there, that whole top floor was the warden's quarters. Him and his family all lived up there. We have that all off now because it's not safe to go up there because the roof is caving in. But that little window there, sometimes they would stand there like kind of watching guard so they know if there was a riot or something took place here, they would be watching. Now this part here is the original stone jail. This floor and the second floor are the same. If you've ever been to Jim Thorpe or Eastern State, the same architect that designed this building is also the same architect that designed there.
Well, that's what we said when we pulled up. We said it's very Eastern State vibes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Now if you look, the very top layer up there is totally different. That's because when the Annex was built on in 1910, that was added on then with the Annex. So that's actually newer. That's not part of the original building.
Gotcha.
Now, if you look in each one of these cells here, you're going to notice this row and the next tier, all the cells are the exact same size, 9 by 15 by 8. And they all the same shape, they're exactly the same. This one is the RHU, this is the SHU. That's restricted and solitary. Solitary, well, they were in there for like around 24 hours if they did something. Restricted, they would be put in there for sometimes years. Now you're going to notice this cell and this cell is different. And that's because these two were the death row cells. So these would have been the last cells that they were in before hang. Now we do get a lot of activity in here. When we first started our tours, almost every single tour that we brought in, they heard footsteps on the second level here, or they would see shadows going into the one door over there. We did have a paranormal group that was in here one night. They were up here on this, and they were filming, and they caught an apparition right there. So this cell here, probably the most famous prisoner we've ever had is Old Smitty. Old Smitty, they dubbed the man they could not hang because he was sentenced for murder, and the night before he was scheduled to be executed, he mysteriously disappeared. They never did catch him. This part here, this was the Annex. If you look at the thing over there and over here, it says this was built in 1910. So this part that we're going to go into and that top layer up there was all built in 1910. Now this Annex here, there's 4 tiers here, and each tier has 10 cells on each side, so 20 cells on each tier going up. The catwalk up there is where Darcy and Dave, that has the book out the Black Gate, they said they were standing down here and they were all talking, and they looked up. Now all the prisoners were supposed to be in their cells, and they looked up and they're there. Everybody's in their cells, right? And they're there, yeah, well, who's that guy up there? And every one of them saw the guy standing up there on that catwalk. Everybody was accounted for. They were supposed to be in their cells, so he runs up. By the time he gets up there, the guy's gone. They couldn't find him anywhere in the building. Darcy said, hey, we can tell you exactly what he was wearing, what he looks like, and there's no signs, trace of him anywhere in this building. And then there was a story of a guard that was supposed to be up there before this Annex was built on. There was like a little balcony or something up there, and there was a guard up there just looking at the nice view outside, smoking a cigarette, and an inmate came up behind him, tossed him off down to his death below.
Wow.
This was the cafeteria. That was their galley right there. This room here, which is pretty bad right now, this was their recreation area. This is where they would keep all of their sporting equipment, all their funds and game equipment, all that good stuff. Now there is a story that took place in here. The wardens, the newer wardens that was here said it was probably one of the most gruesome murders they ever encountered. There's a guy, his name was Devlin Brown. He was from the projects in the Johnstown area, and he was a regular inmate. They brought him in and out a lot. Well, the last time they brought him in, he was brought in for murder. Now, normally when they brought him in, he acted up, but the last time they brought him in, he was pretty laid back. Okay. Well, they brought a young kid in. I don't know what his age was, but Devlin did not like this young kid. Now, this young kid was brought in for marijuana, a small amount of marijuana. There was, no diversity. You'd be a hardened criminal. You bring somebody that, unless you're charged like that.
Right.
Devlin did not like this kid. They could never figure out why. Well, one day they were down here. They were having they were doing their recreation. They had their meal. The young kid was standing in line to go to the shower, which the shower's over there in that back corner. And Devlin, they did not know, took a little bar off of a little dumbbell set, and he hid it under the table waiting for him. So when the kid was standing in line, he got that dumbbell out, he grabbed the kid by the back of the hair, and he just started jabbing him in the skull. And one of the guards on duty was over there. He watched, and he ran over for help. Devlin pushed him aside, almost knocked him unconscious. He's yelling, the other 2 guards come down. In the meantime, the inmates are literally taking their shirts off and running over, trying to wrap the kid's head up because he was, but he didn't make it, the kid didn't make it. Now, we have here from that, Darcy and Dave said there was like a 10-foot circumference around here of the blood from the incident. There is blood splatter on this wall yet, and there is blood splatter on this pole. Somebody did bring some luminol in here recently, and they sprayed it on there, and it did show up. This is the area that led up to the wardens. That whole quarters up above those 2 offices, the whole way across was where the wardens lived. They had families up there and everything, but it's just he had to block it off because it is not safe to be up there.
Yeah.
Is he gonna try to fix it? Or?
He is. He actually wants to move in up there. Okay. Now we see a lot of stuff down here. That room makes me uneasy, and so does the one room over there in the corner. But if you look in this room here, this is where they use their tools and everything. They actually have a diagram on the wall in there that for the tools, so they knew what was there.
Better not
and yeah, exactly. This room over here was just like their.
Did you hear that? It was like a male voice. That was loud.
It was a guy's voice.
It was like one word.
I wouldn't be
That
surprised.
was 100% a guy's voice.
So it came from like, does this go anywhere, like outside or?
And it leads to the part that's the dungeon, which I will show.
Who's down there?
That was a voice.
It was so loud.
Yeah, not surprising. So this here has 8 cells on each side, and then there's the 2 sections here. Now, same as up on this stone jail part, each of these cells down here were built exactly the same, and they were all hand dug. Now, we do know out in the courtyards, there are bodies buried out in the courtyards, and usually they were like the destitutes, just people that didn't have any families, right. Just, you know, they buried them out there. Now, the people that came down to the dungeon were normally the really, really out of control prisoners, and a lot of times they put the mentally insane down here. So if they came in and they were real mentally insane, they were thrown down in the dungeon. Now, they were down here all year round. Winter, summer, spring, fall, no heat, only a little bit of ventilation, no potties. This was what they had. If we look closely, somebody brought up to our attention, we didn't know if they were shackled in there or if they were caged in, but on the wall here, somebody brought up that it looks like right here, like they had slats where maybe they did have a big gate that went over, but we don't know. We get a lot of activity down here. A group was in, said they saw a set of eyes up there staring at them. But I will tell you guys this activity, especially recently, has really amped up in here. I don't know if it's because we reopened up again from the winter, because we were closed down over the winter, right. Since we reopened up, or because now we have people coming back in that again for the overnights. Mm-hmm. But if you don't get anything, I'm going to be a little bit surprised because yeah. You should see shadows here, footsteps, something you should get tonight. I mean, down in here, you figure these people, they did not live a good life in this dungeon, so they're not going to be happy campers. Right. And then, like some of the things that took place in the jail itself, you know, you're going to be in death like you were alive. So if you were evil when you were alive, you're going to carry that on in your death. So.
100%, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, well, you ready?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's do it. All right, well, I get to start by going to the dungeon.
Yeah, I'm just over here.
Enjoy. I'm gonna go out here where it's scary and haunted. Oh, good. Perfect. All right, so I don't get to go to the jail cells that way. I have to go down here to the dungeon which is going to be bad. All right, let's do this, I guess. It's scary. Okay, I forgot how to get there already. I think it's this way. Yep, it's over here. Okay, that's tough. I can't see anything. I'm gonna fall. This is literally what I'm seeing right now. Like, actually. It's so dark, I can't see. I gotta flip my LCD screen around. That doesn't help at all. Oh my God. Okay. Hello. Oh, tripping. My name's Steve. Sure you guys are thrilled that I'm down here. Holy crap, I can't believe how dark it is. Is there anybody down here with me? I'm just here to speak with you and learn about your story and your life and what it was like to be kept down here. You can hear a little bit of water dripping in that back room there. So I'll step out here quick. Oh my God, I can't see anything. I cannot believe how dark it is down here. I guess hence the dungeon though, right? Can you imagine though? You're in here for years. You're just trapped in this area, in this darkness, with nothing. This is also where they said they would keep some of the criminally insane patients and prisoners, so that's exciting for me in this moment. If there's anything you want to say to me, I'm all ears. Can proclaim your innocence. Tell me your story. Just say hello. I have a device with me that should be able to record your voice. I'm going to use that in a minute, okay? That way, if you do have a message for me, I might have a little better shot of hearing it in the moment, okay? It feels pretty weird down here. It's like obviously a mental game. You have to kind of keep your composure in a situation like this because it can be a little intimidating when you can't see your hand in front of your face and you're in a dungeon where they used to house murderers and other kinds of criminals, but it's my job, I guess. So here I am. Typical Tuesday night. Do you like when people come down here and talk to you? I'm not here to judge you. Not here to make you leave. I'm just here to talk. Sound like footsteps. It sounded like they were back out this way. Hello? Try ghost tube for a minute. See if we get anything with that down here. I'm going to trip and fall. I cannot see a thing. Hello? Again, my name is Steve. I'd love to have your name. Should I go in one of the cells? I feel like that's where the bats are. Oh. Don't you think? Maybe I'll go in that one. I can't see it besides on the camera, so let's just kind of guesstimate. There's pipes over here. Can I come in your cell? Do you mind if I step in? I mean, no disrespect, no harm. Sure, there were some people down here that didn't deserve to be in this prison, let alone in the dungeon. Nothing on GhostTube, absolutely nothing. Maybe I'll do some EVPs. Step into the cell and do some EVPs. Hi, pardon me. Please don't have a bat in here. Oh, got a pipe. Please, no bats. I'm doing a bat check, guys. Quick bat check. Okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think there's no bats in here. Please. All right. Wow, this is pretty bad. This is how dark it is. Goodness gracious. All right, let's do some EVPs. Let's see if we can make contact with anybody in here, and we'll go from there. All right, I have this device in my hand that if you speak into it, it should record your voice, and I should be able to hear whatever message you have for me, okay? I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and on the count of 3, speak into the little red light on the top. As loudly and as clearly as you can, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. My name is Steve. What's your name? How long were you stuck in this cell? What were you in prison for? Can you see me? What year is it? 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we got.
My name is Steve. What's your name? How long were you stuck in this cell? What were you...
What?
My name is Steve. What's your name? How long were you stuck in this cell? What were you in prison for? Can you see me? What year is it?
There's some little chattering, but nothing super clear. At least not in this cell. Let's go back out there, I guess. Let's go back out in the middle of all the cells and try to ask some questions to everybody. Maybe somebody else will join in. So let's climb back through the hole in the wall. Okay. Without tripping over the pipes or hitting my head. I did it. Hi again, everybody. How goes it? Probably not that well if you're down here, would be my guess. All right. So if you couldn't hear me while I was in there, I have this device I said device. I have this device that should be able to record your voice, okay? I'm gonna press the button on the count of 3. I'm gonna put it right here on this little table, okay? On the count of 3, come up to it and speak into it as loudly and as clearly as you can. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, all right? And we'll see if we can have a conversation. So it's gonna be right here on the edge of this table. Come up and speak into the red light, okay? 1, 2, 3. Can you see me right now? How many years have you been in this prison? Are you walking around in that hallway back there? Do you mean anybody harm that comes into this basement? Did we hear your voice earlier tonight? One, 2, 3. I just heard another voice. Literally as I asked that, I just heard another voice. Hello? It came from out here. Same area I heard those footsteps. Hello? Is there somebody out there? Okay. Let's play this back and see what we got. Here we go. Right there at the beginning.
Walking around that hallway back there? Do you mean anybody harm that comes into this basement?
It's super, super quiet. There's like very faint whispering, almost chattering, but you can't make out what it's saying. They're not close enough, it doesn't sound like. I wonder if they're out there. That's where I heard the voice. That's where I heard the footsteps. That's where I don't want to go because I heard the voice and I heard the footsteps and it's dark and it's scary and I'm alone. But let's go out there. Hello. I'm just gonna come out here for a minute. How's everybody doing? Oh, it's icky down here. I forgot these are the rooms she said she doesn't like. She doesn't like that area. She doesn't like that area. I can tell why. It honestly feels so much worse out here. What? What is that? Hello? What the hell is moving? Hello? What the fuck? Hello? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I can't tell where that's coming from. What is moving? What is moving? What is moving? What is moving? Oh my God. I can't see anything. It's so dark. I'm in the tool room and I hear moving. Are you working? Are you getting a tool? Hopefully not to hit me in the head with. That would be mean. But I hear moving in here. Hello? Is there work to be done? I don't even know what that noise could be. What the hell was that? That noise could be. What the hell was that? That noise could be. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Was that something over here? What's in here? What's in this? I don't want to open it. Hi? Oh, nope. Just gonna keep that closed. Okay. Sounds like somebody's in here moving around. I don't know what that noise was though. What was that moving? Oh, it smells kind of bad in here. No, it wasn't that. I have no idea what that noise was. Let's do a session in here quick. Holy crap. I'm a little bit on edge now. That was pretty calm there for the beginning part. And then things started moving in here. And then I came in here, so that's bad. Let's ask a few questions. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Are you moving around in this room right now? Are you dragging something? Does it bother you that I'm down here trying to talk to you? Do you want me to leave? One, 2, 3. Let's see. I heard more movement though. This time it sounded like it was back over here by the door. I'm gonna walk into something for sure. Oh God. Okay, so let's stand over here by the door where the scary noises are coming from. Let's play this back.
Are you moving around in this room right now? Are you dragging something? Does it bother you that I'm down here trying to talk to you? Do you want me to leave?
Nothing super clear again on the EVP. I don't know what those noises were. I really don't know what those noises were. It sounded like somebody moving or like dragging a chair almost, or like furniture. It was definitely moving something over in this area, but there's nothing in here, so I don't know. But it's about that time. I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna get Dylan. We're gonna get into this investigation. We're starting out in one of the cell blocks, and we'll see what we can run into tonight at the Cambria County Jail. Let's do it.
All right, guys, so we just moved down to the cafeteria or the galley area here on the annex side of the building. I'm gonna go under for an Estes method and see if we can make contact with either Devlin or maybe the gentleman who was actually murdered down here, or anyone who wants to hang out and talk to us for a little bit.
Yeah, we have some stuff set up. He's gonna go under, try to make contact with Devlin Brown, the guy that killed the younger person that was in here for a much lesser charge. I'll show you guys what we have set up. We have the REM pod, music box, and stuff like that. I might run Ghost Tube at some point as well, and we'll just kind of go from there. But let's get into it.
Yeah, see who wants to talk to us.
All right, so we have the music box down here. It's pointed towards the showers. Right over here, right there on the ground. There we go. So you go like this. So that should be pointed right towards the door in case anybody's coming in and out of the showers, which I guess I probably shouldn't film. And then we got all these side rooms over here. And we have the REM pod by the stairs that goes back up into the actual cell block. There's the galley where they'd get their food from down here. So, hello. My name is Steve. Dylan's over here in the chair. If you talk to him, he should be able to hear anything you say, and he'll say it back to me so we can have a conversation. Is Devlin down here? Mr. Brown?
The girl?
The girl.
Sound like an older male voice.
What girl? Who are you talking about? That sounded like footsteps. Hello? Are you over
Hey.
Hi. Are you over here by the stairs? If you are, can you touch that device that's on the ground right there? All you gotta do is get close to it, wave your hand in front of it. It'll light up, change colors, just lets us know that you're here. It's not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Male voice again, couldn't make it out.
Can you see us?
Slang said, see me?
No, I don't see you. Where are you? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? That just sounded like a scream. That sounded like a female scream. I couldn't tell if it came from upstairs. Hello? The only other person here right now is now the owner of the building. His name is Dave. Our tour guide left. So there's no females on the property. Hello? That literally sounded like a scream, like a female scream. Did something happen?
Female voice couldn't make it out.
Did I just hear you? If you're over here in this area, can you step in front of the device on the ground here? Just lights up and plays some music.
Oh, that was a really clear male voice. It sounded like, it was like really quick. It was like, who are you, sir?
I'm Steve. This is Dylan. Who are you? Who are we speaking with? The only reason we're here is to communicate with you. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? That just sounded like a cell door, but there's no doors on the cells upstairs. That literally reverberated through the whole building. Let's step by this. I can't go upstairs because the mics will disconnect. There's no cell doors on them though. But I don't know if the mic picked it up, but it reverberated the entire building. It sounded like a heavy metal door closed. Did somebody just close the door upstairs? That's what I thought I heard. It just did it again. It just did it again. It literally sounds like a door closing. It sounds like a cell door. Can you do that again? Slam a door.
Male voice again, couldn't make it out.
Oh, man. I don't know what that could be. There's literally no doors on the cells. They're all just open now.
There was like a woman's voice under the static. That was really weird. I couldn't tell what she said.
Who's upstairs? Is it a guard? Devlin, we know what you did.
I see them now.
Who do you see? Again, all you got to do is step in front of these things or speak to Dylan. Dylan in the chair over there with the blindfold on, okay? He can hear you. And he will relay anything you say
Woman's voice again.
back to me.
Like a woman screaming under the static.
I heard the scream too. I heard the woman scream earlier. And now he just picked up on it. Did I hear you scream out loud a little bit ago? It sounded like you were upstairs.
Deep male voice came through.
I don't think I heard you scream. It sounded like a girl. Is Devlin down here? Or does he not want to come out and talk because there's two of us? I heard a female that was down here recently got attacked, felt like she got hit in the back of the head. Do you only pick on women or younger guys that you think you're stronger than? You don't want to make your presence known to us? Do something. We're here to talk to you. We're giving you a chance to get your story out, get your message out. Whatever you may want to say to us.
What?
We're here to talk to you. Can you not hear me as well? I'm not sure if it's difficult. I don't know how it really works. Make a noise where you are and I'll come over there, so maybe it's a little easier for you to hear me, okay? Or close a door. Give me some sort of sign to let me know where you are in this basement.
Sound like you said they know?
Who knows what? I need more details. We know what you did down here.
Another female voice, couldn't make it out. Go up?
Go up. We're gonna go upstairs. Is whoever's up there gonna talk to us? I mean, that is where I heard the scream, and it's where it sounds like the cells are slamming. It's above us. There's 4 floors of cells above us too. So we're gonna go up there.
Sound like a kid's voice.
I mean, I guess there could be a kid here if he lived if it was part of the warden's family. They used to live here. I don't know if they would have ventured down here very often, but I think when we go upstairs, we're gonna go to the original stone jail part first, the oldest cells where the original prisoners were housed. And then after that, we'll come back over here and do the 4 cell block. Come downstairs. Okay, that does sound like.
Sound like you said, are you done?
That does sound like footsteps. That's actually crazy. I can hear water dripping, but that sounded like heavy footsteps.
There's like a breeze on my left side.
It just sounded like.
Woman's voice said, help.
Holy shit. That just sounded like a female. I couldn't tell if it was words or like she was laughing. Because you can hear the water dripping. But that was a female voice. It echoed through the entire building. I could hear it echo from upstairs. heavy footsteps, and then a female voice. Right after she says, a female says, help. Hello, who's up there? Who's upstairs who needs help? What's happening?
Something said, get him.
Get who? I feel like everything is upstairs right now. Like the voices, the footsteps, the cell door slamming, the woman's voice, the scream. Everything sounds like it's coming from upstairs. And again, I can hear the water dripping, and these things sound different. They sound 100% different than that. This is a weird session because it's kind of sporadic.
There's like a weird male voice, like under the static. It sounded like, does he know?
Do we know what? It's kind of a weird session. He's been a little bit all over the place, but like he's heard some female voices. I heard the female scream. I heard the female voice upstairs. I've heard the footsteps upstairs, the cell door slamming, it sounds like. But down here, there's not as much going on. Like the equipment's not going off. There's not really any noises down here. Everything seems to be
Tell them?
upstairs. We will tell them. We're going to tell them what Devlin did down here. He took the life of a person that was in here for a very, very minor charge. Somebody that, you know,
All of it.
We are telling him all of it. Had their whole lives ahead of him, and he brutally beat this person to death in this room for no reason. Unless you have a reason. If there's something that people don't know, if you have a reason why you did this, tell us. See if you can justify it. He can't justify it. Why did you kill this person? What did they do? We are going to go upstairs here in a minute because, again, a lot of the noises were coming from upstairs, and we want to get to that old cell block first, where Smitty was. And Smitty disappeared, whether he was killed here by the officers or if he actually escaped. But he had a peg leg, so I don't know how he climbed over 20.
Leave.
Oh, now you want us to leave? Because I brought up what you did here, and you can't explain it, and you can't justify it, and you didn't have a reason to do this?
Go up.
We'll go up. Who's upstairs waiting for us? What's going to happen when we go upstairs? All right, I'm going to pull him out here in a second. We're going to go up. We're going to go to the old original stone cell blocks where Smitty was and try to make contact with him and anybody else who might be hanging out there. There were some really, really bad people that were housed in that jail. It feels like a whole different location because it's a different portion of the jail's history, but let's get him out. Let's head up there and see what we can make contact with. We're going to get a good scare. Where do you think I should go? I'm going to go to the other side, I feel like, because that'll be fun. Should I go for his arm or his shoulder?
It just said, you're good, too. That scared me. Jeez. Literally, as you did that, it said, you're good.
I know, you started to go,
How was that?
Weird. It was weird. It was sporadic. You were saying a bunch of stuff, and like you kept hearing this female voice, and you heard a female scream.
Yeah.
I thought I heard a female scream from upstairs.
Upstairs?
It was very distant, but I could hear it echo. It reverberated. I heard a female voice also up there. Heavy footsteps. It sounded like cell door slamming, but there's no cell doors up there.
Right.
Because you can hear the rain. Like you can hear the dripping upstairs.
Right.
It sounds significantly different. As far as down here, nothing.
Really?
None of the equipment went off. Didn't really hear anything down here. But some of the things you were saying were lining up with what was going on, what I was hearing upstairs.
It was really interesting because I feel like a lot of the voices that I was hearing were under the static, so I really had to like try to lock in and listen as to what was going on because it's not like a usual Estes where it cuts out for a second and someone talks.
Right.
It was like it was talking while the static was still going on, so it was really hard to pick up on. But there was a male and a female going back and forth. It seemed like
Devlin didn't really seem to like make his presence known. Possibly towards the end for a couple things, but nothing concrete. You kept saying go up, and that's where everything's been happening. So let's go up. Let's go over to the old side first. Let's go talk to Smitty, see who else we can make contact with over there, and we'll go from there.
let's do it.
All right, guys, so we moved up now. We're in the old part, the actual old stone jail, built in 1870. This is where Smitty's cell is. Smitty's cell, that's really hard to say.
Smitty's cell. Say that 5 times
Smitty's
fast.
cell.
Comment it 5 times down
Smitty's
below.
cell. Also, we figured out how to do this on our cameras now, so
Oh my
that's fun.
gosh. Yeah.
We're going to be problematic with that. Anyways, we're learning YouTube as we go. So anyways, this is the oldest part of the jail. He disappeared essentially from this cell. They don't know if the sheriff and his son had something to do with it and killed him to keep him quiet about something he knew, or if he actually did escape over the wall, never to be seen again.
He did have a peg leg though, so I don't really see the feasibility of him climbing a ladder and then jumping over the wall.
Yeah, the jumping over part is where I kind of lose the possibility, because like wouldn't his leg just like stick into the ground?
I feel like that hurt.
And then he's
Yeah.
like,
also,
well, he's like pegged into the ground.
yeah.
So I don't, either way, he either disappeared or jumped over the wall. I don't know.
But they do say that to get him here, so we do have the bell set up just in the entryway to his cell. We also have a few devices on the cell block above us. We have a REM pod up there, and we also have the music box up there.
Right.
And there's a Mel just leading back towards like the warden's area as well. So we'll see if they want to use some of these devices to talk to us. We have the DR60s as well if we want to try those out. Might run like Spirit Talker or something as well.
Just kind of go from there. You will notice we have this door closed back here to the annex, the newer part of the jail. It does have a hole in the roof, so there's a little bit of water dripping in there. So when we go film our segment in there, it's going to be a little bit noisy with the water, but we have to go in there because I said it's one of the most active spots in the prison. So we'll definitely be checking that after.
We were just saying we have the Haunted Nights luck because of course we hit it on a huge storm that's going on.
The one night that it's pouring rain and windy.
The entire night. Yeah.
So
that's
let's
cool.
talk to ghosts.
Let's do it.
Hello?
Hello?
Start.
Good opener.
Yeah.
Also guys, speaking of Haunted Nights luck, if you guys want some cool wristbands, you can't see mine. There it is. Some cool wristbands. Those just dropped on the website. We also have them at in-person events.
This one glows in the dark.
That one glows in the dark. It's pretty
But
cool.
it's light in here so you can't see it.
Yes.
HauntedNightsEvents.com. My name is Steve. This is Dylan. We're just here to talk to you. Learn about your story, what it was like to be incarcerated here.
Was that someone talking?
I didn't even hear it.
Hello?
Because you can hear the water.
Yeah.
Can you speak up?
If you're out in the processing area, the warden's area, can you join us in the cell blocks? We have some devices in here that should make it a little bit easier for you to talk to us.
What the hell was that?
That was upstairs.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was like a scream or?
It sounded like it was right above us. Yeah. Hello? We have some devices up there too if you're above us. If you get close to that red light, if you walk in front of that little coffin-shaped box, either one of them, they light up and make some noise. Let us know that you're here.
Put that on the list of things I probably wouldn't do if I didn't know you.
Yeah.
Walk in front of that coffin-shaped box. No.
Go ahead, get in.
Hello? I mean, that definitely came from in here.
Oh, 100%. It sounded like it was right above us.
Yeah. Are you upstairs?
Smitty is down here with us. We have a device at the entrance to the death row cell down there. It's a little bell. If you get close to it, it's going to ring the bell. Or if you want to manually ring the bell, you can try to do that too. Did you hear that?
No.
It sounded like a,
No, I didn't even hear it.
we don't mean you any harm. This place isn't a jail anymore. So we're here tonight all the way from New York just trying to figure out why you're still here. If something is keeping you here, if someone is keeping you here.
Can you give us a sign wherever you are, whether it's a loud noise or saying something out loud? Smitty, are you down there? Did you hear that?
What does that like?
It sounded like a voice.
Oh, I didn't even hear it.
That didn't sound like a guy though, it was high pitched.
Doesn't matter.
Mather.
Doesn't matter.
Marshall Mathers.
Doesn't matter if you're one of the guards. Doesn't matter if you're an inmate. Someone who just passed through this building, visiting. Whoever you are, we'd love to talk to you and learn more about your story.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That sounded like a scream.
Yeah. It was like,
It literally sounded like it was like trailing off, like somebody was
well, they said like 2 to 3 times a week they would just find somebody down
on the
here
ground.
because
The railings aren't very tall, which we're going to venture up there in a minute, but
right.
they would have multiple people either jump or be thrown over, and it's kind of what it sounded like. Which is actually crazy.
Yeah.
Did somebody just fall?
Let's try Spirit Talker.
Did somebody fall with help?
Fall with help.
I mean, a little help from your friends.
Goes a long way.
Probably about 30 feet, 40 feet maybe.
All right, Spirit Talker, phone on airplane mode.
He has a device in his hand they should be able to talk to, make it a little bit easier for us to hear you, okay?
I'll affect you.
I'm affecting you? Ooh, what was that?
It was like a female voice.
Yep, again.
Are you the one who's going to affect us? Wonder if a lot of it right now is just residual. It seems like a lot of it has been.
Yeah, could very well be. Again, we're just here to talk to you. We're just here to communicate.
Don't trust the bad ones.
Don't trust the bad ones.
Well, I mean, she was saying that it was just kind of like a catch-all. You'd have people with minor charges in here
Right.
and people with like capital murder.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, that's downstairs.
It's jail, yeah.
That's what Devlin, he was in here for murder.
Right.
And then the other guy that he killed was in here for like a simple possession charge.
Right.
And they were just like mingling. And for some reason, Devlin killed him.
Yeah.
Or no reason, really. I mean, it doesn't have to have a reason.
Could have been. Just didn't like him.
Yeah.
You know? Is that what you mean? Don't trust the people with the higher charges?
Probably wouldn't.
Probably
Anyway.
for safety. Yeah.
Should we come upstairs? You kept saying go up. Venture that way.
Right, yeah.
We're gonna come upstairs. There's 2 more floors above us. And they have the old warden's quarters where they used to live, but they're just damaged right now, so we can't get in there. So we'll have to come back when they fix those up, but it's a whole other area.
Yeah.
We're gonna sneak on by the guards, and we're gonna come upstairs. Probably should have yelled at the guards, probably heard it.
We're gonna sneak past the guards.
They'll never know.
This place is crazy though.
It is.
It is very reminiscent of like Eastern
Yeah,
State.
very similar, same architect.
Yes.
Is it okay if we come up?
We're gonna sneak past the guards and head upstairs. At least they wouldn't be right here.
They'd never
I
know.
live right there.
I live right there.
He just walks down with his coffee, just like,
Well, that's the window they said that they used to look through.
that's what I mean.
He's like, I live literally right there.
Brother, I hear you.
You are not sneaking anywhere. Sorry.
We've been had. It's kind of funny though.
Yeah. He's
I
like,
wonder if he just.
you point over there. He goes, I live right there.
Oh, that's a really.
Hey,
good.
man. Lovely place. Can we go upstairs? That's
Oh,
funny.
it's lives too. It's past tense.
I lived right there.
Yeah. So you don't anymore?
Can we go upstairs? We were talking to a wall. We're gonna go upstairs, okay? Man said, I live right there. Hello? Any inmates on the 2nd floor? Oh, music box is right here. We wonder why it doesn't work.
Well, you'll have that on these big jobs.
Sure, step over here now. Turn this back on. There we go. Oops.
Oops.
I'm not really good at the whole sneaking thing.
All right, guards, we're heading upstairs. Boots the music box. Well,
What was over here? Did you hear that?
Like the
That sound-
footstep?
Yeah, it sounded like the floor creaked.
yeah.
That was right here. That wasn't the rain.
Can you set off one of these devices we have set up? If you can hear our voices. Again, they shouldn't hurt you. We've heard that you've drained batteries before.
You did it to us earlier.
Yeah, before you even started. So if you need to, drain my phone, drain our batteries, drain the equipment, whatever you need to interact with us. It's okay.
Hello?
I thought I just saw something up there.
On the top?
Yeah, it was in front of the door. That was really weird.
Like a shadow?
Yeah, no, it passed in front of the door. It went from left to right like it was heading towards the Annex area. That was actually really strange.
What did you say?
Started with an S, something. See me.
See me.
What?
Yeah, that's what I
What?
thought it said when I heard it.
That's weird, guy. Like, come on. Even if you don't believe in apps,
Did he just see you?
that was really weird.
Can you do that again?
Zachary.
Hi, Zach.
Zachary.
What's going on, brother? That was really weird.
Did he just see Zachary? Can you come back out onto the catwalk? Oh yeah, I forgot that is the catwalk that leads over to the actual cells.
Yeah, the
fourth
Annex
floor.
floor. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're a guard, if you're an inmate.
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
That was another loud footstep right here. I could feel it. Like I could feel it vibrate the floor.
Slapping my gums.
It was right there. It was like one, almost, my first thought was like somebody stepped out of their cell. You know what I mean? It was like like that. Because it was one thud. Are you coming down the catwalk here? And again, they said that this railing, obviously you can see the height is not very tall.
Yeah.
This was easier for people to get thrown over here versus the one up there that was a little taller.
The updated one. Are you one of the people that's buried here? On site?
Should we go down this way a little bit? Let's go that way because the music box is on this side, as I found out.
As we've discovered.
Is it okay that we're up here? Hello? Inmates? Come to your cells, time for count. Do you have anything you want to tell us about why you're here? Realistically, I don't know if we're going to be able to investigate in there. I really don't.
Because it picked up.
It's
heavy.
pouring right
Am
now.
I on video?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. Were you? I don't know if you were pointing over there.
I was. I don't know. It was kind of like grainy up there.
Right.
Hopefully, I don't know. Let's find out.
Try it again. Come down here. Come closer to us. Come onto the second floor here.
Just in case. We are recording though, if you do want to be on video.
We don't know how much longer we're going to be here tonight. So you're kind of running out of time. Make your presence known. Slam a door. Make a noise. Say something.
Is it shadow?
Shadow.
That's what I saw up there.
So that's okay. So that's what's weird is that thing is lining up with everything you saw.
Yeah.
You saw it. It said "see me." You said, "Who do we just see up there? Who is that?" Zachary. Shadow. Am I on camera? Like all of these things are just lining up with possibly what you saw.
Right. Would be cool if we got it on camera.
That'd be really neat.
Again, can you try to join us here in the old cell blocks? If you don't want to get close to us, you can go down on the first floor. It's okay. We're up on the second right now. We would love to be able to see you and get you on video.
I don't know. It's hard because like
Have seen us.
People have seen us. That's what they're saying.
They said they've seen a lot of shadows here.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most common things that they see is full shadow figures. The guards that used to work here thought that it was a real prisoner one time. They're like 100% that is a person. It wasn't a shadow. They saw a person up there.
Yeah, we were talking to the owner of the building. He said it's had a lore in this town forever. Guards would always report back to the town saying that people have escaped their cells or so they thought.
Yeah.
They'd go up
Spirits
there.
walk.
Spirits walk.
Spirits walk. Yeah,
We've heard
exactly.
footsteps tonight, and that's another one of their claims is loud footsteps here.
They're giving us the history tour.
Yeah, like they see shadows, spirits walk around. Zachary's up there.
Hanging out.
They just see him.
That's weird.
Yeah, the only thing that's tough tonight is we hit it on a rainstorm, and it's picked up heavily. We don't know if we're going to be actually able to even investigate in the annex right now. That's where the roof damage is mostly, so it's super, super noisy in there. And it'll just be super contaminated. We won't be able to hear anything besides the water, unfortunately.
Right.
So what I think we might do, let's go down to the dungeon together.
Yeah.
We'll do some EVPs down there, maybe try Spirit Talker or something else down there. We'll try the dungeon for a little while. And then maybe you do a solo back in the basement with because you were under.
Yeah.
We'll try that and go from there. If the rain stops and it gets quieter in here, we can try the annex, but it won't make any sense to film in there. All you're gonna hear is the rain the entire time.
Yeah, which sucks. We'll definitely have to come back here, and guys, make sure you support locations like this. Again, we're gonna put all the stuff down below to link it.
That's
book it.
how they fix the roof. True. You pay to come here and investigate, and it fixes the roof.
Or take a day tour.
Do both.
Do both.
See it during the day and at night.
Sure.
There's also ghosts during the day and at night.
True.
At night.
At night.
So let's go down to the dungeon. Let's do some EVPs, try to make contact down there, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, guys, so we moved down here to the dungeon because, again, like the rain in the annex, I don't know if we're going to be able to investigate in there tonight. So we decided to come back down here because you said during your solo, it was a little weird down here.
Yeah, it was strange. It was kind of quiet in this area in particular, but I heard footsteps out in this hallway, and then I heard this weird dragging noise. I couldn't make out what it was. It sounded like somebody was just dragging something around, whether it was a chair or another piece of furniture, I don't know. But I couldn't tell where it was coming from, but it kind of led me back towards the room where like all the tools would have been. I did some EVPs down here, a couple things, nothing super clear, but definitely out there had a weirder vibe than in here, which I felt was kind of strange.
So a mystery dragon, interesting.
Yeah, some mystery dragon.
But we set up some devices down here. We have the bell, we have a Mel, we have REM pod, we have the DR60s we can use down here because we haven't broken those out yet tonight.
We have the music box as well.
Music box,
on the hallway where I heard the footsteps.
But this is the oldest part of the building. She said it dated all the way back to the fort that was originally here as well. So hopefully we can tap into someone hanging out down here. Ghosts. Ghosts.
All right, yeah, so let's just do it.
Yeah.
Hello again. It is I, Steve. I have returned with friend Dylan. We're just here to talk to you, as I was earlier.
We have some devices that if you get close to them, they should light up. They should make some noise.
That's one right there.
That one doesn't light up, but it makes noise.
See, but that's interesting because I didn't bring anything down earlier. I just had the DR60, and that's the first time any piece of equipment has gone off tonight, anywhere. This is the first thing that's gone off.
That's pretty neat. Can you do that again? Can you just tap that bell again? Do whatever you just did?
Are you willing to talk to us now? If you are, can you go up to that table again? It just lets us know that you can hear our voices, okay? It's not gonna hurt you, as you can see.
Or if you want to try out these other devices that we have down here, feel free. The other ones light up, they make some noise. The one out in the hallway plays a little song.
I find it ironic you're telling people in the jail to feel free, especially ones in the dungeon.
Yeah, it's rough. Also, guys, we were just saying off camera, you can see your breath down here because it's cold.
Yeah, which is crazy because you can't see it on camera. You just look like an idiot.
Okay. What else is new?
It's the end of May and it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold here.
That wasn't the rain. Did you hear that?
No, we're just
like, oh. I don't know how else to describe it. I couldn't tell if it was like a cough or...
Man said,
That's what it sounded like. You asked me what it sounded like.
Guys, if there's one thing that you come to this channel for, hopefully it's the reenactments that we do.
We're really
Make sure you
good
drop
at
a
it.
like.
We're really good at it.
Yeah. Something like that.
Is that a voice?
Yeah, oh, I thought it was something dragging.
I heard a voice. Are you over here? I'm gonna run GhostTube for a minute.
Yeah.
Because I had it down here earlier and it didn't go off at all. So let's just see if GhostTube does anything.
Like I've said upstairs, it doesn't matter if you're an inmate, if you're a guard, if you were garrisoned here, whatever the case may be, we want to talk to you, we want to hear your story, we want to learn about why you're still here. Can you interact with us? Can you set off some of these devices or speak to the device in Steve's hand?
It seems like a pretty terrible place to be housed. That's what I heard. That's what I heard earlier. That's exactly what I heard. Hello? Can you make that noise again? Are you moving around? She said this room back here is one that she really doesn't like.
Yeah.
Hello?
Message.
Message, okay. You have a message for us? It's the first thing it said all night. What's your message?
Do you want us to pass on a message?
Go back in this tool room over here. That's where I was doing stuff earlier. Is there anybody in here?
That was odd.
Yeah. That's kind of how it was earlier. Like I kept hearing noises and then I'd go to a spot and I'd hear a noise in a different spot. That's what it sounds like, cells.
Yeah.
But there's no doors.
Again, residual stuff though.
It sounds like footsteps.
Yeah.
Which would be underneath like the hallway right by the cell.
Warden's area?
Yeah, right by the warden's area and then the front cell block where we just were. But that's how it was because when you were under Estes, I was hearing footsteps and doors and stuff slamming upstairs. But downstairs, I wasn't really hearing anything.
I feel like a weird breeze comes through this door.
The door?
Yeah. I don't think it was this one. Like it was coming from the hallway, maybe?
Hello? We're gonna go upstairs soon. So this is your last chance. You set that bell off once before, can you do it again? However you want to communicate with us, whatever's easiest.
This whole layout reminds me of STG.
Yeah.
Jail we did in Canada.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure you go back and watch it. Only spot we've done in Canada so far.
They would drop people down into that like dungeon pit and then they're like, well, sorry, can't get you out.
Not just the dungeon pit.
Yeah, it was just like a hole in the ground. They didn't even have like a way to get down there. They just like plopped them in. We're like, well,
And like
enjoy.
a grate they put on top. Yeah.
Have a good time. And do some EVPs.
Yeah, we tried.
Turn this off. All right, we're going to try those devices again that record your voice. I used them down here a little bit ago, okay? If you can come up to them and speak as loudly and as clearly as you can into them, we should be able to hear you. Put mine on this table here. I'm going to set mine right here again, okay? Ready? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Can we please have your name?
Are you scared of us?
Who was the gentleman upstairs with the peg leg? Do you know him?
Can you say the word Cambria?
We've set our names down here. Do you remember them? Can you say them?
Do you see the building how it is now? Or how it was when you were here?
One, 2, 3. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go.
Can we please have your name?
Something else
Can
there.
we please have your name? My name is Jericho. Who is the
I almost feel like I'm scared of anybody and then something else.
My name is Jericho.
I can hear anybody.
Upstairs with the tagline. Do you know her? Can you say the word Cambria? We've got our names down here. Do you remember them? Can you say them? Do you know how it is now? How long when you were here?
Nothing super clear. Maybe I'm scared of anybody, something. I can't make out that, but.
The anybody is super clear. It's
Right.
like anybody.
Right. Again, if you guys think you can make them out a little bit better than us, drop them in the comments with a timestamp. We're in a wide open cellar. It's not the best acoustics for us to hear what they're saying. So let us know.
Yeah. All right, let's listen to this one.
Can we please have your name? Are you scared of us? Who is the gentleman upstairs with the tagline? Do you know him? Can you say the word Cambria? We said our names down here. Do you remember that? Can you say that? Is the building how it is now? Or how it was when you were here?
Nothing super clear on that at all. Very quiet. Interesting. Interesting. Because I was getting a little bit more chatter down here earlier than that too. It's weird though. It's weird. It seems like a lot of the stuff down here happens out in that hallway and in those other rooms. At least for us tonight.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been very bizarre.
Weird night. Let's get you down in the basement with Devlin. He hit the man in the head with the pipe a lot, so that'll be good for you.
They were saying too, that even though it's the newer part of the building, they tend to have more activity over there.
Yeah.
So we can see if I can make contact with Devlin or the woman who was maybe over there.
Yeah, try some EVPs down there because we didn't do any before.
Yeah.
Try Spirit Talker, Ghost Tube, whatever you want to do, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Well, see how this goes, I guess.
Good luck with Devlin.
Thanks.
Hope he doesn't bonk you in the head.
That would kind of hurt. Crazy noise. All right, guys. So we are heading over to the Annex side. Steve is saying this place gets a little spooky when you turn the lights out. So I'm excited to see what the Annex basement looks like, first of all. You know, I've only really seen it on the tour. So I'm excited to see what it looks like during the evening hours. And hopefully I can make contact with Devlin or one of the other spirits who hangs out down there. I would like to find out who the woman was, because when I was doing the Estes, a lot of the voices were like under the static, which was super annoying. It was hard to hear, but that woman's voice kept coming through. So hopefully I can try to figure out who that is and why she's here, but I don't know. Made it down to the cafeteria here now. Hello. My name is Dylan. I was just down here with my friend Steve. I was sitting in a chair trying to listen to your voice, and it seemed like you were trying to make contact with me. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my light. I'm going to fire up an app on my phone that hopefully will make it easier for you to talk to me. And I'm going to use what's called a voice recorder. I'm sure you know what it is. Maybe they do. Maybe you don't. Basically what it does is it listens for your voice. I'm going to ask you some questions. Hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier for you to talk to us. And we can ask you some questions about your life here, whether you lived here, whether you're incarcerated here, whether you worked on the building, whatever the case may be. All right, Ghost Tube is a crack-a-lackin' now. Try to set it down somewhere here. There's not really a good spot to set it. I'll set it on the floor. Then I'll do... Pathetic. Awesome. Thanks, man. Sure. Oh, man and a woman, though. All right, let's go into IR. Pathetic and sure. Don't mean you any disrespect. I'm not trying to disturb you. This is your free time if you're not...
Furious.
11 and furious. 11 furious inmates? That doesn't sound good. I'm going to be honest with you. 12 angry men, 11 furious inmates. Like Christmas Carol. I'm going to try to use this voice recorder, okay? Hopefully you'll be able to speak to me through it. I'm going to ask you some questions. It's a little silver box right here in my hand. I'm going to set it down on the floor. And when you see the red light on the top, that means it's listening for your voice. So if you can, get close to it, speak into it, yell into it, whatever you're capable of. Try to answer my questions if you're willing. That'd be really, really awesome, okay? All right, I'm gonna set it down right on the floor and I'll take a step back. Oh, falling over. Ready? 3, 2, 1. My name is Dylan. Can you give me your name? Do you like when people visit the Cambria County Jail, or would you rather be left alone? Is Devlin down here, or the gentleman that was attacked? All right, let's see. Let's listen back and see what we got. Oh, right at the beginning.
My name is Dylan. Can you give me your name? You what?
Say hi, Dylan.
My name is Dylan. Can you give me your name?
Snake.
What is that? Snake? I do have a snake tattoo on my arm, yeah.
Do you like when people visit the Cambria County Jail, or would you rather be left alone? Is Devlin down here, or the gentleman that was attacked?
I don't know. I can't really make anything out that's super, super clear. Maybe hi, Dylan, for the first question, but nothing all too crazy. Again, drop a timestamp and a comment down below if you think you can make them out. This room is a little bit echoey. I'm in a huge open room, so maybe.
What's my name?
That's what I just asked you, brother. What's your name? Oh, that'd be kind of sad if you forgot, though. That's kind of sad. Like, is it some sort of thing?
Sure.
Rapture? Yeah, rapture. I don't know. Is it some sort of thing like the longer you've been gone, the more you forget?
He told me.
What did he tell you? I'm gonna try some more questions. Didn't get anything too clear, I don't think, on that one, so we'll just keep trying. All right, same thing. It seemed like you were trying to talk to me there. You can try to speak up just a little bit, so hopefully I can hear you a little bit clearer. Ooh, that sounds like something in the cafeteria area. I don't want to go too far from Ghost Tube because if I can't understand it, I don't want to have to try to run across the room. But I'll set it right over here, I guess. All right, I'm gonna try the same thing over here. I'm gonna try to use this voice recorder, so hopefully you can speak to me through it, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Did you forget your name? Can you say my name back to me? I just told you it in the last session.
Sit with me.
What is the woman's name? William and what? And I said sit with me as well. You're back. I am back. Yeah, thank you for noticing. All right, so I guess I'll just sit.
Psychic.
Psychic? I guess I'll just sit right here. I'll sit with you for a little bit. Listen back to this session.
Did you forget your name?
Continue.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Negative.
It's the man and the what? Dude, that's what I got during Estes down here. It's a man and a woman talking. Seems like the woman wants to talk, maybe the man doesn't. That's pretty weird. I don't know. Let's see. Let's sit on here.
Did you forget your name?
Help me. Dude, that's clear as day. Yo. That kind of sounds like a woman's voice, though. Listen to that.
Did you forget your name?
That's scary.
Did you say lying back to me?
Caution. Awesome. Thank you for the warning, I guess.
Last question. What is the woman's name?
Okay, that lines up, though. Seems like the man doesn't want me to talk to the woman for whatever reason. But it did say sit with me. So, okay, I'm over here, sitting on the ground. Sounds like something on the stairs. Who is this man who doesn't want me to talk to the woman? Did you do something to her? All right, I'm going to try to do another one of these sessions, okay? I'm sitting down, like I said. If you want to come over here and sit with me and talk for a minute before I go upstairs and we leave, feel free, okay? Again, when you see that red light on top of the recorder, speak into it. Should be able to pick up your voice. All right? Get all situated here. All right, on the count of 3.
You're listening.
I will listen, yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Who is this woman? Did he do something to you, or is he trying to prevent us from talking? Can you see me right now?
Okay.
Oh, that's good for it. We always wonder why this stuff is broken. Steve kicking the music box, I just flipped the DR60. Oh, brother. All right, she said okay. That's why I ended it so abruptly. So like maybe she's like, okay, answered your questions, listen to it, you know? It's kind of what I interpreted it as. But let's see if she did.
Who is this woman? Did he do something to you? Or is he trying to prevent us from talking?
They need.
They need.
Can you see me right now?
Oh, there's something there.
I'm talking? Can you see me right now?
That was me flipping the DR60. No, nothing really too clear. Are you saying that you're okay? I hope so. I hope you're at peace, if that's possible, where you are right now. I'm going to do one more round of questions, and I think that's going to be it, guys. And then I'm going to go upstairs. See, you said you're definitely at peace, so we're definitely going to do one more session, but you don't sound like you're at peace. Or you don't seem like you're excited to do another round of questions. Why's it always got to be the scary voice, dude? All right, anyway, let's do one last round, and then that's going to be a wrap on our investigation here at the Cambria County Jail. This place is weird. All right, same rules as before, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Are you saying that you're okay? You're at peace wherever you are? Do you want us to come? Do you want us to come back here at some point and try to talk to you again? Can you say good night or goodbye? All right, let's see what we got. said disagree when I replayed, or when I did the question about if they're at peace. So maybe some of them are doing okay and some of them aren't. I don't know. Let's see.
Are you saying that you're okay? You're at peace wherever you are? You want to come back here at some point and try to talk to you
I
again?
want to stay.
I want to stay. Okay, you can stay. You don't have to leave. Bribed. Okay, so this seems like someone from the prison. Maybe the kid that got killed, there was like a bribe going on. He bribed somebody, like he bribed a guard, or the murderer was bribed to kill him. Because they said there's like no reason, right? He just didn't like him for some random reason? All right, anyway, that was weird.
Can you say good night or goodbye?
Say that one more time.
Can you say good night or goodbye?
Good night. I don't know. Super weird night, guys. I'm gonna go back upstairs. We're gonna finish packing up and recap on tonight. This place is weird.
I can't get through.
I can't get through. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to come back here. Said I can't get through. I'm sorry if you've been trying to talk to me this whole time and I can't hear you. I'm sure it's probably really frustrating, but I'm sure we'll be back. Don't you worry about that. We can try to talk to you again, okay? Yeah, this place is weird. There's a lot going on here. I think we only scratched the surface in this investigation. But let's go upstairs, recap, and call it a night.
All right, guys, that is officially a wrap on our first investigation here at the Cambria County Jail.
Yeah, like I was saying downstairs, I think we're only scratching the surface on this location. It seems like there's a lot going on here, but a lot of what we picked up on tonight seemed to be residual. So I think this place definitely deserves another visit to see who else is roaming the halls of this jail.
I think this is a spot that we're gonna actually have to come back to soon, right? A lot of these places that we do more than once on the channel, we give it a year and a half sometimes before we go back to them. I wanna come back here very soon.
Yeah.
I think if we hit it on another night where maybe there's not a storm, we can really spend a lot of time in the Annex, that'll be different, and we'll get some more stuff. Tonight was interesting, but like you said, it's just scratching the surface. This place has a lot of potential. We're gonna plug everything down below. Definitely come check it out. Help preserve this building. The staff is amazing. It's a really, really cool location. And like I said, we'll be coming back here very soon.
100%. Hopefully you caught that shadow figure on camera, but I think it's about that time to call it an end on this trip, start heading home, and get ready for the next trip.
Let's do it.